Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be addressing one of the questions I get all of the time in my clinic and frequently on social media, and that is, should you take an oral collagen supplement? Do they do any good? Well, we're going to answer that question as well as many other things you should know about collagen and collagen supplements. And if you stick around till the end of the video, I'm going to give my recommendation on which collagen supplement I think is worthwhile if you do decide to take one. Inside our body, type 1 collagen is the most abundant and it peaks around the age of 20. That's when you have the most collagen that your skin's probably ever going to have. At that point, our collagen does start to decrease about 1% per year, give or take, and there's other things that can influence that. Inside our body, we have these little cells called fibroblasts, and fibroblasts are responsible for making collagen, among other things. Now, fibroblasts will take something called an amino acid, that's the most basic building block of a protein, and they start to bundle that together in peptides and then into long collagen bundles. The most abundant amino acids inside collagen are going to be things like hydroxyproline, proline, and glycine. Inside our body, there's always a constant flux of creating collagen and degrading collagen. And things like ultraviolet exposure, smoking, toxin exposure otherwise can degrade and decrease the collagen in our body. And after the age of 20, we just have a harder and harder time of keeping up production with the amount that we're losing. So what are those consequences to losing collagen? Well, certainly one of the most abundant is the development of wrinkles. That's what everybody is trying to avoid, usually when we're taking a collagen supplement. We also know that there's a loss of skin elasticity, or your skin's ability to bounce back. So it might look like your skin is hanging off your bones if you lose too much.
Oh, your skin is hanging off your bones.
Oh, yeah.
In addition to a loss of skin elasticity and the development of wrinkles, your skin just gets thinner because collagen makes up so much of that volume of your skin. As your skin gets thinner, there's less stuff around all the other structures that provides protection and padding. So you used to have a lot more collagen around your blood vessels, and then as you age, you lose some of that collagen and your blood vessels become more exposed, essentially, and you're a lot more prone to bruising. And I see this all the time with my elderly patients, is they come in and they have bruises all over their arms because any little thing that they bump into causes them to break little capillaries in their skin and to develop bruising. Of course, that's compounded by the increasing use of blood thinners and other medications, which have been life-saving for patients with a history of cardiovascular disease or stroke. As it turns out, most people are not interested in seeing more bruising, wrinkles, and loss of skin elasticity, so they want to preserve their youthful appearance by preserving their collagen. So let's say you don't want to take a collagen supplement. What are the things you can and should be doing to preserve that collagen that you have when you hit that 20-year-old mark? As they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if you can slow down the rate of collagen degradation, you're going to maintain a more youthful appearance as you hit 30, 40, 50 years old. One of the most important things that you can do is the daily use of sunscreen. Ultraviolet rays are one of the most damaging things to our collagen. And we can see this when I do skin exams with patients who have worn sleeves all their lives, like a farmer, for example. We can see the intense amount of sun damage on the lower part of their arm. Their skin is thinner in this area, and then if you look above where that sleeve hit, for 50 years of their working life, the skin looks almost pristine. There's less wrinkles, there's thicker skin, there's not sunspots, liver spots, things like that. So protecting yourself from ultraviolet rays is one of the most important things you can do to preserve the collagen in your skin. You should also avoid other habits that will damage your collagen. One of the most damaging is smoking after UV exposure. Definitely quit smoking if you smoke, and if you're not a smoker, definitely don't start. Vaping, although there's less data, is also something that could be damaging to your collagen. A well-balanced diet remains important because you need enough protein in your diet in order to have those building blocks to make collagen. If you are sacrificing too many calories or you're not eating enough protein, you might not have the building blocks that are necessary to keep up with collagen production to try to match the level of degradation that's happening. So make sure that you're eating enough protein every single day. Most people need 60 to 80 grams, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on your size and any particular fitness goals that you have. Now, of course, you don't have to eat animal protein in order to get protein in your diet. If you are vegan or vegetarian, there are other ways to get it. You just need to be very conscious about seeking out those sources and getting enough of that protein in your diet. And the last thing that remains critically important in having enough collagen production in your body is a good sleep. You need plenty of rest because that's the time where your body repairs and restores all of those environmental insults that you encounter during the day. Of course, it's rejuvenating to your brain, your mental function, but it also plays a role in rejuvenating your skin, your joints, and all of your internal organs. That's when your body is cleaning up old, damaged cells and inducing that apoptotic pathway to clean out all the garbage and junk from your body. So if you're not getting enough sleep, you're going to compound that, and the bad stuff is going to build up, and it's going to have an effect upon your collagen. So get plenty of sleep in order to get all of that stuff out so your body can then rebuild healthy collagen among all of the other important functions that it has to do. As a side note, I've talked about some of my favorite devices that have helped me improve sleep, and you can watch that video up here. So we've talked about what is collagen, why is it important, how does our body make it, and what can we do to preserve it. So now that we've covered those things, let's jump into collagen supplements. There's so many different collagen supplements on the market, and it's certainly having its moment in the skincare community. So is it worthwhile to take a collagen supplement? Well, here's a few things you need to know. Collagen is a really big molecule. It's a big protein. So we cannot just take collagen and rub it on your skin and hope that it gets in there and gives you more collagen in your skin. You can't just drink it and think that your body's going to absorb it and it's going to go right into your skin and do the same thing it was doing in whatever source you got it from. This big collagen molecule has to be broken down. That's a process called hydrolysis that breaks it down into smaller components called peptides and amino acids, and then it can be included in things like skincare. There's many skincare items that are now including peptides and amino acids that you can apply topically that can and have shown some benefit. This also must be done in order to absorb collagen across the intestinal wall if you're taking an oral supplement. It has to be hydrolyzed. If you're taking in pure collagen, your body's going to break it down into those individual components like peptides and amino acids that are small enough to get across that intestinal wall. Now, some people have been highly critical of collagen supplements because when you take a collagen supplement, it's getting broken down, and those things like proline and glycine are coming across the intestinal wall, and they definitely don't remember what they were before that they were included in collagen. So your body can just pick them up and use them in whatever structure it wants, and that's essentially true. But there have been studies that have shown that taking oral collagen supplements increase the levels of hydroxyproline in the bloodstream. Now, hydroxyproline, just like proline and glycine, are one of the important components of collagen, but hydroxyproline isn't found in a lot of other stuff other than collagen. So when we see a boost in hydroxyproline in the bloodstream, because of taking an oral collagen supplement, we know that that collagen supplement, even though it's getting broken down, is actually getting into the body. So we are giving our body a boost of those building blocks that are needed to make collagen. That's still not necessarily a guarantee that it's going to end up in the skin, but I think it's a step in the right direction to give those fibroblasts the building blocks that they need in order to make more collagen. I do also want to mention, before we talk about some clinical studies, that by and large, collagen supplements have been determined to be safe. There's no adverse reactions reported from individuals taking oral collagen supplementation. I do want to touch upon a couple other potential criticisms of collagen studies before we dive into some of the results. Many collagen studies have only been studied by the company that makes them, which does potentially introduce the potential for bias. The company certainly has an incentive to have good outcomes when they're the one producing, manufacturing, selling that product, and producing the study that goes along with it. It's generally unlikely that they're going to publish a study that's going to show anything negative about their collagen supplement. So it is important to be aware of that potential bias when it comes to studies funded by the collagen supplement companies themselves. And second, I think there's a potential for something called the healthy user bias. This is a big problem in nutritional epidemiology, where we try to study if one particular food or exercise or something improves somebody's health. Well, people that are more likely to be taking a collagen supplement are also more likely to be using other good skincare practices like daily use of a sunscreen or sun avoidance behaviors and other things that may over time improve the look of their skin. So overall, it's hard to eliminate the potential for healthy user bias, which is why my recommendation is if you are going to be taking a collagen supplement, you need to be doing a few other things first. You should definitely be using a sunscreen every single day. It should be a part of your morning skincare routine, whether you plan to go outside or not, whether you're running errands or not. If you always make it a habit to get it on, you're never going to be caught off guard if you have to run out for a quick moment. Also, make sure that you're using a well-balanced diet, that you're getting plenty of sleep, and you're avoiding other harmful behaviors that decrease your health, both of your skin and of your body in general. Now that we've set the stage for the collagen supplements, I want to talk about some of the studies that have been published directly about collagen supplementation. The one that I'm primarily going to focus on is a 2021 December meta-analysis that looked at 19 different studies on oral collagen. So they took the results of all of these different collagen studies and broke it down and kind of gave the results on what they found. And I'll link this in the video description below, but here's what the conclusion of this meta-analysis said. In the meta-analysis, a grouped analysis of studies showed favorable results of hydrolyzed collagen supplementation compared with placebo in terms of skin hydration, elasticity, and wrinkles. The findings of improved hydration and elasticity were also confirmed in the subgroup meta-analysis. Based on these results, ingestion of hydrolyzed collagen for 90 days is effective in reducing skin aging as it reduces wrinkles and improves skin elasticity and hydration. This meta-analysis was very favorable to the ingestion of an oral hydrolyzed collagen supplement, and this was comparing many different studies that all found similar results, so they're coming from lots of different companies. One of the goals of a meta-analysis is to help decrease some of the bias that we talked about earlier by pooling together results from different studies. Other studies of collagen have found similar results of increased elasticity, decreased depth of wrinkles, and improved skin hydration. So overall, what is my vote? Should you take a collagen supplement? My vote is yes, if you're doing all of the other things right, meaning that sunscreen every day, plenty of sleep, a good diet, and otherwise practicing healthy behaviors. Now, I know I'm going to get asked which collagen supplement I would recommend if I were going to recommend a collagen supplement, and because this is a question I get in my clinic on almost a daily basis, as well as online, I have looked into several different collagen supplements. I've tried a few of them, and here's my recommendation. The winner for me is Liquid Biocell by Modere. Liquid Biocell is a collagen-rich formula, but I do like that it also has a lot of other phytonutrients and superfoods in the formula. I like it because it is a liquid, so you don't have to mix it up. It tastes good on its own, so I just keep it in the fridge and I'm able to take a capful every morning, and it really doesn't slow me down at all. Some of the others that I tried were powders where I had to mix it up, and it just took time, and I often found that I was skipping that part of my morning, especially if I was running behind. Also, I found that some of the powders just did not taste good unless I was adding a ton of other stuff to a shake, which just increased calories and added things that probably weren't making me any healthier. Liquid Biocell is a proprietary formula from Modere, and they've won a lot of awards for it. And so that is the one that I will recommend because I like it personally. I like the taste of it. I felt like it was beneficial as I have been using it, and I've been recommending it to my patients for the past few months. Modere also makes a few other versions of Liquid Biocell depending on what your particular goals are. So if you want improved joint health, they make one for joints. It contains collagen plus the chondroitin and other things for joints. They also have one for immune support and one for sport. So there's different things based on what your particular goals are. You can check them out in the video description below. As a note, I am an affiliate with Modere, and I did that after I had been trying the product for a while. And so if you click on those links, I may receive a commission from that. I always like to be honest with you guys about that, but it is one way you can help support the channel. So if you do want to try a collagen supplement, I do recommend Modere, and I would love it if you used my link, but you certainly don't have to. I can't thank you enough for sticking around to the end of the video and finding out my recommendation for a collagen supplement. I know it's not the least expensive option on the market, but it's the one that I do like the best. So I hope that if you try it, you'll enjoy it, and give me your feedback. Let me know what other topics you guys might like to learn about, and we'll address them here on the channel in the future. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your support.